As you all know that we are here to discuss something important. As you all know, the important topic that we have today about like how to crack the product based interview calls. And the first thing that we have is like how to get uh, the calls itself, right? So before that, let me introduce myself. As you all know that I am Abhishek Garg, and currently I'm working as a software developer in Paytm, and I have total of 3+ years of experience, majorly into money stack. So front end, back end, both I have handled. React, Redux, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Node.js, all these I am having the experience in. Apart from that, like I have mentored a lot of students, 250 plus students I have mentored and made them placement ready, and took the mock interviews of them, and closely uh, push them to complete their assignments and track their progress. So I have the better understanding like what difficulties you may face, what can be your doubts in the preparation of the product based companies and all. So we'll discuss all this today in the today's session, and whatever your doubts are during the session, you can just put it on a chat, and I'll be very happy to answer those questions. Okay, I think you do not have the option to unmute yourself because it will be the chaos, because we have a large number of audience here, and so it would be better if you can drop your queries in the chat. Okay, so let us start with the topic, which is uh, like how to get the interview calls, right? How to crack the SDE interviews, how to unlock the dream career, which you all uh, you know aspire to. So I do not have much PPT kind of things. I will show you the practical examples. I will show you like what website, what tools you can use to build your portfolio, build your resume, and how to build the connections, and what are the strategies that you need to follow in your journey. Okay. So let me okay, let me start with the first step. Just a second. Let me share the screen, and I'll start with the first step. The first step would be, the people are still joining. So let me first explain the topic a bit more in the detailed way. Reiterating about the topic. So we are here to know about the strategies to get the calls from the product-based companies. And first of all, the students think that product-based companies are only the FANG, like Facebook and Netflix, Apple, Amazon. These are the product-based companies. No, it's not like that, right? There are ample of product-based companies. You can go and check that out on internet, like the list of the top product-based companies. And you know, there is a hype, of course. There is a upper edge to get into FANG, and but there is a list of the good companies that are having the good work culture, and where you can grow a lot apart from those FANG. Okay, so let us not just target very specific company. Let us target the broad range of the companies, and prepare accordingly. We have to prepare for all the companies, not just for FANGs. Okay, so uh, what if I am fresher in that IT field and have a gap of more than 6 years? Okay, so Avinash, yeah, so you'll be considered as a fresher, and gap doesn't matter nowadays, because if you can prove yourself, right? If you can prove yourself, then gap doesn't matter, I think. And you have to just build your portfolio. You have to present in such a way that showcase your skills more than your gap, right? So it depends on you totally, like how you can present yourself. Okay, so gap doesn't matter, don't worry about it. Okay, let me show you. The first step. Okay. So the next question is, okay, the first year undergrad in BTech, I'm currently studying data structures and algorithm. Ideal roadmap. Okay. So yeah. So that's what we are here for. I to discuss the ideal roadmap for uh, for the first year students and for the college grad, for the people having the gap years. That's we are here for. And Lakshmi says, like, can we target the product companies after 5 years of service in a service-based companies? So I am a live example for that because I was working in Mindtree for the first 2 years. Okay, so I started my career in a very common company which was Mindtree. It's a service-based company, but yeah, I got to learn from there a lot because I was in a development project there. But for after 2 years, I was confident enough to tackle the product company. So I sat in almost all the companies out there, like Adobe, Amazon, and all those things. So I was able to crack Paytm, and then I joined Paytm. So it depends on you. Your gap doesn't matter. Your company, your current stage, like current company name, the type of the current company doesn't matter at all. What matters is your knowledge and how do you present yourself. Okay, so let me like tell you one thing, that apart from your knowledge, one thing very important is like how do you present yourself, and how do you communicate. Okay, so I have seen people who are very intellectual, but they do not know how to present them. They do not know at all. Okay, so you need to learn the communication part. Whatever you are doing, whatever you have done in your career, you have to present that thing in a very effective way so that the person in front gets to know that yeah, this person has got something that he has done. Okay, um, and can we target product companies after 14 years? Okay, that's too much of the experience, John, actually. So 14 years is too much. So I am not that senior, like I do not have that much experience, but yeah, I think it won't matter 14 years, because after that the management positions you'll be getting. So I don't think product or services company matter a lot at that uh, you know experience. So yeah, in many platforms I have seen C sharp is not used. Yeah, so Rajni, actually, we should target, like if you are pro in C sharp as of now, so it is good, but it is very, you will be taking a very little amount of time uh, to come from one language to another language. Suppose you are doing today C sharp, DSA in C sharp, so in another day you can try Java, or maybe DSA in JavaScript, or any top language which are out there, or maybe Python. Okay, so it always gives the upper edge, because suppose you are giving any online test, so yeah, you won't find C sharp. Okay, you won't find that common. So we should try like whatever we can do. So we can do to switch, we can switch to another uh, language which is in demand, and the logic remains the same. Okay, so just the syntax will be changed, and it will take just maximum 2 days to transfer your language from C sharp to any other. Okay, so let us first of all see for half an hour. Like I'll just walk through what uh, should be the strategy to get the interview calls, and then we'll answer all your questions one by one. Okay, so as they say, everyone says like it is very hard to get the interview calls than cracking it, right? So yeah, like not everybody gets a chance to sit in a company, to sit in a very good company or a specific tier company. So first strategy should be to get the interview calls. So how do we get it? Okay, so there are multiple strategies that we can follow. So first thing is, you have to, suppose you are a fresher, or you are looking for a switch, then you are looking for the switch in the web development, suppose. Okay, so you have to build your projects first. You must have, of course, like that's a common thing that you have to do DSA. I won't talk about much about that part. Like you have to do your homework. Like you have done some DSA, you have done some projects and all those things. But like how to present that, right? uh, because recruiter gets that there are some tools that they use, and they get a lot of applications, and they just have like 20 seconds. Because I have also done some kind of recruitment, and I myself, if I see some GitHub link or the deployed link in any applications, I give the preference to that person in shortlisting. Okay, so personally speaking, you have to build your portfolio. Like it is a must thing for all 79 of people out there in this meeting. So I just like put pressure on this fact that personal portfolio is a very upper edge. So it should be the must thing for all of you who are looking for the good company calls. So there are, I'll just share the screen. There are some websites that you can follow for making your portfolio. So first is I'll show you first of all two examples of the portfolio. I took uh, two of my friends' portfolio. So okay, yeah. So I hope you can see the screen. So this is a person called Nikhil, and he's a fresher. He's like fourth year uh, student, and he has you can see the amount of competition. You can see the people are here, the experienced professionals also, and the graduates also, I mean undergraduates in this meeting. So you can see all the people can see here ki the fourth year graduate has developed this portfolio, and there are many people out there who are already doing this. So you can see like the upper edge they will be getting if you do not uh, have the your own portfolio, right? So he has developed using the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, his own skills. It's not a template actually. So he has developed all these things by himself, and these animations are all CSS. This is not a template. Any template he has not used. Okay. So and he has if you can see the link. So I hope many of you must be aware about the GitHub, right? So GitHub pages he has used to deploy it. Okay. So it is very crucial to make the portfolio. And you, if you see the accomplishments, so I'll switch to the accomplishments. So you can tag here, you can add your certificates here. Okay. So certificates is just, it's not must, but yeah, if you can add it, so it would be a proof that yeah, you have done something. So it always gives the upper hand again. So we can have the certifications or any kind of hackathons you have won, any kind of coding challenges you have won, their certifications you can add here in this tab. Um, okay, I'll just okay. Let me complete. I'll pick your questions. Okay. So then we have the internships tab, and yeah, he hasn't got an internship yet, but yeah, you can add all your internships here, internship certificates or internships which you have done. So you can add them here, and then the list of projects, which is the main thing I need to show. So he has done a lot of projects here, and one very specific thing which all of you should follow is clones. Okay, like the WhatsApp clone, the Netflix clone, the Amazon clone, Shopify clone, like this. So why I am specifying like putting pressure on the clone on making clones is because see, while you go to the company in when you go to the company, then or you always work for a client. Okay, you will have the output in mind that yeah, I need to make the product like this. Okay, you will have a defined guidelines that your product should be working like this. You'll be having the defined functionalities, but while we are working for our personal project, we always forget that. Okay, suppose we are not able to fix that margin, css margin, or we are not able to fix the width or height, or we are not able to make it responsive. So what we will do, we will say that okay, it's just very little errors we are getting, let me leave it, right? In our personal project we'll say that. And the concept that is involved there, like the media queries, if it is a responsive thing, so the concept that is involved there, we will not practice, right? Because we missed it, uh, thinking it's a personal project and it is a very small thing, it will not hamper my project, right? So that should not be the case. Actually, that should not be the attitude. Our personal project should also be uh, you know uh, we should also like we should make that project in such a way we are making it for a client. Okay, so in this way, like you can choose any clone, any application like WhatsApp, Netflix, any e-commerce application, and make its clone. Okay, like it should be exactly the replica or the improved version, but it should not be a degraded version of that. Okay, and why we should like make the clones, why we should make the like full e-commerce website or the clones, because all the functionalities will be tested. Okay, and it will, of course it will take time. Suppose one day you can make, okay, one day you can make the like the cart, there is a cart functionality in the e-commerce website, and other day you can just make the sidebar functionality. Okay, so this is important to build your portfolio. Like in your, if your projects are not involved in portfolio, then then of course your portfolio won't be having that weight, right? So of course I would recommend all of you to build clones of the good website having all the functionalities and the proper output. Okay, along with the deployed link, you should always deploy it. Okay, because the recruiter will not see your GitHub link. Okay, so you should always deploy it on any, you can use GitHub pages or maybe Netflix, sorry, Netlify. Netlify is there, and then you can note it down if you want to. uh, so Netlify is there, and many other website free tools are there on which you can deploy. So if I suppose uh, click on this, so this person, okay, this person hasn't, I think, yeah, so this person also hasn't deployed yet, but he was saying that he will gonna deploy this, he's going to deploy this. So yeah, so you should always have the deployed link, and then the resume should be included in your portfolio. So the last would be contact and the resume, last tab. So this is a person, and if I click on see my resume, then yeah, you can see this. He is redirecting to the uh, resume. Okay, and one thing for the resume, uh, I have seen many people like resume is there like 2010 version resume, very old resume. Okay, that should not be the case, of course, right? A resume should be only one page, and try to showcase only the most important and the top project. Like if you have built many assignments, many projects, okay, like if you are doing any course, so the course people, they institutes, they make you do a lot of projects, like for every concept they'll introduce a project and you have to do it. So if you have done that, so do not include all the project in the resume, otherwise it will be very um, crowdy kind of thing. It won't be looking good. So uh, instead what you can do, you choose your projects. Okay, you choose your top projects, which has got a lot of features, and like the big ones, and then you mention in your resume that it is of just one page. Okay, And one more thing, while you are making the projects, okay, suppose you are making the Amazon clone. So in Amazon clone, what we can do, you will suppose there are on the top, okay, on the top, suppose I'll go back to, yeah, this, okay. In Amazon clone, suppose there are 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, on the top, 5 headings are there, 5 elements are there: home, accomplishment, internships, yeah. So what freshers will do, or what the people who are little bit inexperienced, what they will do, they will just render 5 HTML tags, okay. They will put the manually 5 HTML tags manually, okay. So can anyone like tell me what should be the approach, good approach? What do you think? Instead of the 5 HTML tags, what can we do? The generic way, the dynamic way, in the chat maybe, okay. So um okay. No, no, hamburger button is, yeah, that is fine. I'm not saying to change the functionality. I am changing the coding style. Instead of, yeah, reusable component. Yes, map in JS, correct. Lakshmi and, yeah, Diwari Kanath. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Key reusable component. So we need to make anything, whether it's a personal project or the sim or the client project. We need to make sure that we are always using the, we are thinking, we are coding in such a way, it is generic. The component that we are making, it should be generic. Generic as in, if suppose I have put 5 HTML tags here, okay. Now I want to use this project for my own business, or anything, okay. uh, and now the sixth element comes, so I need to go there inside my project, I need to put one more element there, right? So instead of doing that, we could have some simply mapped it, yeah, like the comment says, okay. We should make sure that these are generic. Everything should be generic, okay. So we just add the name of the element, and it will appear. So we should make sure that it should be generic. Everything should be generic. So the coding style should be in such a way. So you guys know, right, like there are two uh, way coding patterns are there, design patterns we can say, very famous, which are used in the big projects, okay. Like design principles, we say them, okay. So you should try to follow those design principles in your projects also, personal projects also. So can anyone know, like, tell me, like, what design principles I am saying? Yeah. So there are two design principles very famous. um, High level, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that is fine. Design principle, LLD, HLD, that is fine. I was asking in terms of like coding, uh, like coding style. Okay, how we should like to increase the dynamic thing. Okay, to increase the reusability. So actually, I was talking about the, yeah, solid principles, and there is one more thing, atomic design, okay. So I was talking about that actually. So if you Google atomic design, so what is atomic design is, like, you have whatever your input fields are, whatever your very small things are, okay, like input fields, buttons, all those things, we will put them as an atom, okay, atom folder. And those atoms will be reused everywhere in the project. We'll just change the text and the color based on the needs, okay. And that's what increases the reusability and decreases the bundle size. and increases again the loading, like improves the loading of the app, right? So we should always focus on like increase the usability, whatever design principles we are following and whatever coding style we are following. We should always keep in mind that in our personal project also we should make the habit to increase the reusability. Okay, so this was about the personal portfolio, and it is a must thing, as I told. Now let us see like how we can get the certificates. Suppose if you want to do any certificate, so of course, like the person has done certificates where accomplishment, yeah, so he has done solo learn, hacker rank, you can also do that. And there is one more website. There are in fact lot more website. So there is a website called uh, Unstop. Yeah, there is an Unstop website. Like it's majorly for the freshers or uh, the people having little bit low experience. So in Unstop, like if you see the hackathons are there, so you can participate in those hackathons. Okay, so um, this is a website. Maybe I can share in the chat. It would work for you. Not sure. Okay, I'll share. So Unstop is the website where you can filter those hackathons based on the which are live, right? So currently one live hackathon is there, and based on the eligibility and all those things, you can explore more, of course. So Unstop is one, and there is second one is which is um, um, let me check what was the second. Hacker Earth, yeah. So there is second one is Hacker Earth. So actually, uh, I used to follow these Hacker Earth challenges. They are very tough. So, but all the product companies, I have seen Just Pay challenges. I have seen Amazon, Microsoft, though I have not seen. But yeah, most of the product companies challenges for the freshers level and for SDE 1, 2, 3, all the levels I have seen on this platform, and I have taken it also. Okay, so you can also do it, and this platform has a lot of challenges ongoing. So you can, see currently 7 challenges are there. So American Express and all those things. So yeah, but you have to make sure that you practice well before taking up these challenges, because uh, they'll be having the questions which cannot be found anywhere on the internet. That, like, you have to have the good grasp of the DSA and whatever tech stack is involved there. Okay, it's not always DSA in these challenges. Sometimes those web development, like they can make you call the API and you know um, do some stuff related to that. So like web development challenges can also be there, and DSA too is always there. Yeah, so like as I told that these are both the challenges, development and coding challenges. You can check it out, and in fact 7 live challenges are very low here. I have seen like 23 live challenges, and the challenges are always live here. This is a very good platform. You can always explore this Hacker Earth. So I'll put this link as well in the chat. Maybe you can note. I couldn't get a time to plan all these things, but yeah, just bear with it. You can note it down. Okay. So next thing is okay. One is the last I have used is Metal, but I am not sure what is the frequency of the challenges right now. Um, view all events. Yeah, currently there are 2 challenges. But with these challenges, no, for with the Metal and the previous one, this Hacker Earth, you can actually get a job. Okay, so if you perform good, you can get an Amazon call. If you have cleared the Amazon challenge, you can get a Just Pay challenge. In fact, Just Pay always, uh, conduct their first round of challenge through the Hacker Earth platform, the previous one which I showed. Okay, so what they do, just pay is a company, like they give a very whopping package for freshers level, and they conduct a challenge through Hacker platform first round. Then they call the people to Bangalore office, and then they have the hackathon there, and the third round is there. So they have made the compulsion. The Hacker challenge is the first round. Okay, so Hacker is very good. You cannot neglect that. And then we have this metal challenge. So of course the frequency is a little bit low here. In 2019 and 2020 it was very good frequency, but after that I didn't check. So but still you can have a look. So yep, this is metal challenges. Okay, so this is what about this is about the certificates or the challenges, the hackathons that you can win and put those in the resume. Okay, now your your projects are done, your certifications are done, then your portfolio is almost done. Okay, then comes the resume part, like how you can build the resume. Okay, for that there are uh, two websites, very good website. I'll show you. So um, first is your Canva only, the simple one. So with the help of Canva, you can make your resume very like very good resume you can make. Okay, so yeah, you can put in Google like Canva resume templates. Okay, so from here you can choose your resume. Suppose I want, and if you see all the resumes are of one page. Okay, so that's what people want. Only one page resume. That's the actual resume size. Okay, suppose you want this resume, this is a simple one, but suppose if you want this, so you can increase the size from here, and whatever is the stuff you can edit it live like this. Okay, I am a software developer, like this, something like this, whatever you want to do. And you can actually add your images. Okay, so I don't think images is required, your photograph is required, but if you want to, there is an option to upload the image. Okay, so you can pick the suppose this person has the image here. Yeah, so you can if you want to. Yep. So you can add the image from the upload section. So here is uploads. You can first of all delete it, delete image, and you can upload it from upload files. So I uploaded just this one, and you can put it here like this, your image. Okay, so that's how you can make the use of this website, and this is completely free. Okay, and you want to download it now, so you can click on this and then download as PDF, and you can download it. Okay, so this is completely free and very good website. You can actually create your own resumes in a very beautiful fashion here. Okay, so that's about the resume part. And second website which I was telling is Overleaf, which is very famous on the LinkedIn actually. So the same way you have to create the account here, and you can this website has a lot of templates actually. So suppose if you are software developer or if you are a management professional, based on those things it has various templates, and you can same way you can uh, click it, you can open as template and you can edit it same way. Okay, so these two websites are there which will be very useful for the resume. And again, these two websites are completely free of cost. Okay, so once your resume is done, so I hope your portfolio is completed now, because we have what were the features that we were having: your resume, your certifications, and your hackathons and all that comes in the certifications, and your projects, deployed projects, clones, all those things. Okay, so last things like how do you get the internships, which can be uh, included in the resume. Okay, so this particular way, this particular website is maximum, it will be for the freshers and like 2 3 years of experience, those guys. Okay, so you must be knowing it's a very famous website, and it kind of having the monopoly of uh international. Yeah, so it is having very good number of uh internships. Okay, so I do not suggest to apply the jobs from here, because jobs are very very, and like 2 LPA, 3 LPA jobs are very less paying here. But of course you can go to, if you are in the second year, if you are like sophomore, third year, fourth year undergrad, if you have the time, then you can apply your application and from this website. And of course this is completely free for the applicants. And I do not suggest to take any course, because when you apply on this website, then they will try to offer the courses. So because I have taken these courses, these are the normal courses which you can go and find on the YouTube. So I do not suggest you to go and take these courses. But yeah, websites, sorry, internships, you can of course apply to through this. So all you need to do is you need to come, okay, jobs, uh, internships, work from home, if you want the work from home internship, and then you can filter out from here software development, web development, whatever you want to do, and you'll get the internships here. Okay, so when you apply, yeah, when you apply, so you need to answer these questions. So first is why you should be hired for this role, and second is please share your GitHub link. Okay, so I have done, personally I have done the hiring through Internshala. So what I have seen, people, freshers, no, freshers do not share their GitHub link, or maybe some companies ask to share the recordings, that share a 2 minute recording explaining any project. Okay, so what people say, freshers say, like, I do not have the recording currently. Okay, so that is not a correct attitude, because you should do your homework. Okay, uh, of course, like, you have to, whatever the company is asking, so you have to do your homework. So with that 2 minutes video, you will get a upper edge. Why I'm saying this? Because in the 500 applications, uh, only 25 or 50 students max will share that recording link. Okay, and out of those 50 students at max, uh, 5 students will share such a link which won't be accessible to all, right? So this should be, like, we need to keep in mind before applying to these internships. So you need to always make the common introduction video of yourself, and you need to make your like introducing your tech stack, while you are making the introduction video. Then you need to introduce your tech stack, and discuss anything about your project and your roles and responsibilities, all those things. Okay, that should be common, and that can be used in all the internships if it is asking. And the question is then why you should be hired for this role. uh, why you should be hired for this role. Okay, so this last question, people says a lot of things, this is a chat gpt word now. So they just ask this, like, why fresher, what should the fresher write, um, like why he should be hired for the software developer role. Okay, so they will write a full paragraph, but nobody has the time to go through it. Just write in 2 3 lines, or maybe 4 5 lines, the specific way, the specific things that you have done related to that internship. Just write that much. We do not have, like, the recruiters do not have that much time. Okay. um yeah. So that, yes, Arpit, let us go to that. And cover letter should be very minimal and to the point. So with this, your internships will be done. This is a very famous website. I am not saying like there are not there are no any website other than Internshala, but this is a like very good website. You'll get even at least one internship from this if you apply like continuously. Okay. So this is, I think with this, the portfolio should be ready by now. Okay. And okay, let me, I have some questions because our portfolio is ready. Now we'll be getting the call. So let me have some questions from the chat. Okay. Okay. I answered till 14 years of experienced. Okay. Avinash Mani says, Avinash Mani has given his portfolio and he's saying, I did a lot of things for the interviews, but I haven't get a single opportunity for from last 6 months. Okay. Um, okay. So, like, can Avinash speak up? Do we have that opportunity replaced? Okay.
No, they can just send in the queries in the chat box. You
Oh,
can answer them.
okay. Okay. Sure. So, Avinash, I'm not sure whether you are a working professional or the fresher. Let me go through your, and you have not mentioned your experience as well. Um, okay. So, yeah, Avinash, what I'll suggest you that you can little bit improve your portfolio. Okay, in the design way, in the design terms, and no issues. You, if you have not got, like, I need to know what strategies did you follow. Okay. So uh, like, I need to know the background also, which year are you in, how do you apply that also. So if you follow these strategies which I have told you, participate in the hackathons and all those things, then uh, yeah, you may have the little bit better chance to get those calls. Okay. And I will come to the LinkedIn point also, like how you can make the most out of LinkedIn. So I have kept it for the last because it has, I need to talk a lot of about LinkedIn. So yeah, we need to consider LinkedIn as well. And what about CP? So Sayyid Muhammad, like, competitive programming as a fresher, I would suggest you not to do like focus your 100% of the time there in competitive programming. Rather, you like divide your time. Okay. So we should divide our time in such a way that we are giving 50% of the time to web development, 50% time, sorry, 50% to your tech stack, and 50% to your DSA. Okay. So because see, we cannot neglect DSA at the freshers level. In 99.9% of the companies, they have always will be the coding round, DSA round. Okay. So you need to pick up one language. I would suggest you can pick up JavaScript or Java, or C++ is also fine. So these languages, if you do, that would be, I think, just a second. Okay, yeah. So that would be like good for maximum online platforms. Or Python also you can take, yeah, because Python has a lot of inbuilt features, but some platforms will not allow those features. One language you choose, but I would suggest not to devote much time to CP. Rather, you clear your concepts till linked list, medium level. Okay, so in any companies, no, in any companies, I am not talking about Fang at all, but in any company other than Fang, you won't be asked more than linked list. Rarely, you will be rarely asked. Okay, uh, or you won't be asked the harder level lead code questions. So you should practice all the questions till lead code ka medium level. Okay, till maximum till linked list. So in I would say in 90% of the cases till linked list medium level, your DSA round will be cleared. Okay, so that should be the way, in my opinion. And Ashwin says like 16 years of experience. How can I crack the IT companies? Of course, that's too much high experience. But yeah. So in at that level, I think that you will be getting the management role. So of course, like we should make a most out of LinkedIn, and you should focus on building the network, uh, connecting with the HRs, connecting with the recruiters on LinkedIn, and then you can find the good opportunity. So at a management position. So okay. So then Likhit says that how important is DSA for SD interview? I told you that for if it is a SDE or non-SDE, sorry, if it is a SDE, so there always will be the DSA round. Okay. So if suppose if in SDE there is a backend role, so DSA will be very hard, a little bit hard. They can ask. Okay. But if it is a front end role, then also DSA will be there. Okay, and if it is a general SDE role, then to the DSA will be there. Okay, so in any case DSA will always there, so you cannot neglect DSA in any case. uh, you have to, as I told, you have to do linked list. Linked list, by linked list means stack queues covered. Okay, arrays, stack queues, linked list till medium level lead code questions. Okay, and in arrays, dynamic programming and backtracking, all those strategies, all those algorithm, you should be practicing a lot. Many companies will ask only the array based questions, like dynamic questions and these algorithms questions. Okay, so okay, no, then Darshna, I had an offer from service based company, but it got cancelled. Okay. I don't have the jobs lined up after the college. Should I get a job at a product based company with the gap of few months? Okay. As I told, see, gap of few months, I have seen the people with a gap of 2 3 years also to get a job. Okay. So earlier it was the case that yeah, we cannot get the job if we have the gap. They used to look like that, but after COVID, and when we are online and digital, so it doesn't matter actually. And again, it depends on you, like how do you present yourself. You have to showcase your technical skills more than your gap. Okay. And Darshana, you must be like, since you are in the fourth year, so you must be 2023 graduate. Okay, so if you have the few years gap, the companies will always allow at least one back year graduates. Like in 2024 also, the company will be ready to take you. So they'll hire like 2000. We are hiring for 2024 and 2023 graduates. Okay, and some of the companies will be like, we are hiring for 2024, 23, and 22 graduates. Okay, so few months gap won't matter. Rather, you should uh, sharpen your skills in this period and keep applying your jobs. So uh, like what I have seen, many people, what they do, they just uh, think like, if I get the call, then I will start preparing. Okay, that strategy doesn't work. Like I have not seen even a single person getting succeeded with this strategy. Okay, you need to prepare also, side by side you need to keep applying also. Okay, getting the interview call is also the longer process, and like getting prepared to crack the interview calls is is also the longer process. Okay, both are the longer process. So you need to wait. You need to start both the things simultaneously. Do both the things simultaneously. Okay. So okay, before going to um, Acha, Aditya Raj says, "Can I get a referral from your site?" Of course. So you all may have my LinkedIn profile with you all guys. Okay. So you of course can ask the referral, and I'll be happy to refer. But make sure that you have the job in hand. I mean, job the link. Okay, from the Paytm's official career page, because if it would be very difficult, suppose here are like 62 people right now. So if all 62 people send me the request and they say like please refer me, so I need to check their resume, I need to download the resume, I need to check it, I need to like search the job according to their uh, tech stack. Suppose somebody is from ML, machine learning, I do not know what are the terms involved in those. And in if in the job description there is some related terms involved to ML, but I do not know that, I will skip that job, right? I won't apply, and I will say that there is no job relevant to you. Okay. So the best way to ask the referral is uh, on the LinkedIn or in person, is to have the your resume, like of course the portfolio link or resume, and the um this the job link from the person's company official career page. Okay. So you can also make this thing, the referral part possible via LinkedIn, which I will come to. I will explain this in detail actually, LinkedIn wala part. So Subham. Okay, Sony, sir, which is good option for growth and foreign job opportunities. Okay. Okay, so for growth and foreign jobs opportunities, so of course it depends on like which direction you want to move in. Okay, this question actually is very is not clear. So you cannot chase behind the growth or just foreign location, right? You have to chase the which direction you want to move in, whether you want to move in the management side, consulting side, whether in the tech roles. Okay, so accordingly you need to choose your institutes. So if you have like technical side, so of course MTech CSC would be the best one. Else you can do MBA if you are not sure or you are not willing to go in technical sides. And how to crack the aptitude round? Yes, Piyush. So aptitude round is always there in the service based, mostly in the service based and in some product based companies. Okay, like in Adobe, the first round won't be aptitude. In Adobe, what happens? The last round would be the puzzle round. Okay, and in like I'll show you in GitHub. Sorry, Geeks for Geeks. Um, I'll show you it. There are a lot of puzzle sections also, and that's why they are there. Yeah. So you can, yeah, and actually, if you do the puzzles, no, so you will also enjoy to do that. Uh, okay. So if you can see the puzzles page, yeah. So from here, Geeks for Geeks, you can practice, of course, the aptitude, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, and the puzzles. But I would suggest not to give much time to this. Okay. In fact, you have to just focus on few topics. Suppose which are always used in the coding as well. Suppose there is a matrix, and for the people who are coming from the non-CS background, wanting to be a coder, so they won't be, sorry, non-maths background. If the people from the non maths background, they want to be a coder, then they won't be knowing about the matrix or the factorial, all those things, right? So these are the basic things like matrix, factorials, and APGP. These things. will be used in coding as well. And in coding, of course, while you are giving the interview, then you have to make sure that time and space complexities you should be thorough about. Okay, so time time complexity, space complexity should be always there in your mind. Okay, so a LinkedIn profile is always there. Yeah, of course, you all can. I didn't know that you can you know use this emoji option, so you all can just acknowledge via emojis. Okay, except Ankush says DSA and problem solving, what other skills are required? Okay, so Ankush, if you are a fresher, okay, only DSA will be required, mostly only DSA and the project. Okay, so suppose you want, you have chosen your tech stack as a Node.js or maybe MERN stack, full MERN stack. So of course, the company wants you to make a and like to be prepared a MERN stack project. So there would be a DSA round, like whatever 2 rounds, 3 rounds, whatever are there. Majorly would be the DSA, and then sometimes one round can be also on the projects where you need to explain the project, full project in detail, like how did you develop? Because here nowadays what happens, many people just go to the YouTube, those 16 hours ka video, 17 hours ka video, they just go to YouTube and they make the project and their clones are ready, like Amazon clone is ready, and they show them. But when they are asked like how did you make it, then they are not able to tell the single word. Okay, so your 16 hours ka video that you spent that much time, that is totally waste if you are doing this. Okay, so whatever projects you are doing, whether it's a small project only, but you should be thorough about it. And whatever you are writing in your resume, you should be answerable about it. Yeah. uh, so Aditya says like how to make the ATS friendly resume. So ATS friendly is like there is a tool, right? ATS, which is, most of the companies are using to shortlist or reject the candidates at the initial level. So for that, you have to pick up those words. Suppose if you are a working professional, you have to pick up those words which are added in the JD, job description, and put it in your resume. So you have to keep updating your resume. It's not like that you have made one resume and you are applying with that to all the jobs. If you are working professional, okay. If you are a fresher, then of course they will not need any specific job description. There won't be any specific job description. But if it is there, specific job description, and if you know the tech stack, then you try to add that in your resume. Okay. So Harsh Ahuja, I have already told you that what type of the projects in the MERN stack. I already told you that try to build the clones. Okay, so suppose first of all try to see the small projects. uh, Small projects as in you can make a very small CRUD application in money stack. You can make any library management application. Okay, then you try to clone, make the slowly when you once you are confident with burn, then you try to go to the clones, making the clones. Okay, Likhit says that personal projects, how many are required? Are 2 good projects enough? Yes, of course. Likhit, 2 or maybe 3 or 4, 2 max 2 would be enough if they are good and you are answerable about them. Okay, so you have built those clones and 2 projects and you have deployed them, they will be enough. But yeah, of course, they if they are like big projects, like the clones as I told. Okay. So is it mandatory to go through the framework and databases like Node.js, not any backend environment? No, Aditya, actually, it is not like that. Uh, Sorry, Ankush, it is not like that. You need to be master in the particular framework. It is not always like that. uh, it depends on the job, what is required. Like for the product based companies, what you need to do is master your DSA till linked list, uh, medium level lead code questions, and then you just pick one tech stack. Okay, if you are picking Node.js, then just master it and have a projects ready with that. Okay, so it is not specific about the like I just gave you the example of Mern stack. Okay, it is not always that you will be making the projects in Mern stack only, or any framework, React or Angular or any library. Okay, it's not like always like that. So Aditya is saying that how to improve the problem solving. So practice only, I can say, right? So what you can do, Aditya, you if you are in the fourth year or third year, you can always have an hour time. Okay, so nowadays in the engineering, like the engineering students are lot of exposed to the good content, and they do have the good direction also, right, from the first year. So in that case, yeah, so in that case, uh, what happens is, you can start going in the same direction, right from the first year, or maybe second or third, whenever you start fourth year. So you just give 2 hours daily uh, to practice those dynamic questions, dynamic programming questions. And I should not say this because I know you all must be knowing that this website, Geeks for Geeks. Okay, so Geeks for Geeks is the website that you can use to practice, and it has a lot of questions, explanations, and all those things. Yeah. Uh, okay. So okay. Uh, Piyush says if I do not have the, okay. So Piyush doesn't have the internship. Okay. So Piyush, I hope you are in the uh, fourth year. So if you do not have the internship, as a third year. So if you are not okay, you are just in a third year. So then it is fine, no? If you are not in a fourth year, then you have the time, so you can apply on Internshala or any other website. Then uh, do you guys having the background noise from my side? um,
Yes, sir.
okay, let me just close the door. Please guide. Okay, I'm not sure about my interest, which is a good option for 3 tier final year student MTech from or MBA. Yeah, so that's what I was saying in the previous question also, Soni, that see, it depends on your interest. Okay, whether when you do, okay, you do both the things, Shubham. You do coding also, and you do some management kind of thing also. Okay, in your college, there are some activities like some functions are there, no, fest are there, so you can handle those management position there, or just have some management related internships from Internshala. It would be easily available. Okay, you do both the things and then try to see like what excites you the most. Okay, even if it is not getting excited for you, so what is boring for you? Okay, if technology is boring for you, then you move to the other side, which is MBA from IIMs. Okay, and if suppose uh, you are not able to decide that, so but like I need to know like why you want to study further, just to get the placement, or is there any other reason? Okay, because nowadays if you are from the BTech CSE and if you are going in the technical field, then there is no need to um, do masters just to get the placement. Yeah, if you are really uh, encouraged to go in that master's field, or maybe pursue the research or something, then it is fine. But just to get the placement, you need to think like why you need to go to MTech. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so Mahesh says, after 2 years, if we don't have any DSA knowledge, which choice is best between learning DSA? Acha, Mahesh Babu. So after 2 years of experience, so 2 years of experience in product-based companies, if you are targeting Mahesh, so you need to have the DSA on place. Okay. In fact, not after 2 years, after five, till 5 years also. After that process, I do not know. But yeah, 3 4 years tak to you have to have the DSA on place. Okay, so irrespective of your experience, you need to have the good command of DSA, because in product companies, there always will be the DSA round. The first 2 3 rounds will be the DSA. Okay, and of course, with the 2 years of experience, whatever tech stack that you have in your resume, whatever you did in your 2 years of experience, you need to justify that in the rounds, interview rounds. Okay, suppose you have done uh, maybe Django. Okay, so you need to brush up the Django also. Okay, and using the Django, they will give you such a problem statement which will be using the DSA algorithm in Django. So it will be a little bit complex, so you need to combine both knowledge in order to clear it. Okay, so you can't neglect DSA if you are targeting product companies actually. Okay, so is it wonderful, worthful to join any pay placement model? Okay, so Aditya, again, it depends on you. Uh, if you are not confident enough that you are not getting a calls or something, so you need to get those reviews first, like how is that course is. Okay, uh, so you need to get those reviews. If the reviews are good, and if you think that there are good number of companies coming in, then and Aditya, I don't think you are from tier 3 college. I think you are from tier 1 college, as far as I remember. You are already on LinkedIn, connected with me, I think. So I don't think you should join that. I think you are from triple IT Sri City, right? So I don't think you need to join that. You need to make best out of you. Okay, so if you have the time, like just apply these strategies and uh, see if you are getting the calls, if you are actually cracking the interviews. Okay, so what needs to be done in the starting, right? You apply to all the companies, product, services, startups, very small startups, and no name companies, every kind of company. Okay, and if the interview is scheduled of a very small startup also, then you always give it. You do not like, it is not, it should not be the case ki you are neglecting that very small startup. I will not join it or something, but you can give it as a practice. Okay, if it is the first interview, it will be a very good practice for you, because you will get to know the questions that are being asked. Okay, so you always need to give the interviews. In fact, you always have to uh, in a mood to continuously giving the interviews, so that you can get to know what all questions and expectations are there from the recruiters and the companies. Okay, Aditya is different one. Okay, no issues, Aditya. So if you want to join, if you are not comfortable or confident with your skill set and with your uh, skills to get the interview calls, then of course you can get those reviews from the seniors of that course. And if you think so, then you can join. But you just letting you know that everything that they provide is always there on the internet. So it just depends on you how you take that. Okay, Ankush says, I want to ask that as I'm in the third year, sixth semester is going. Semester placement, September placement are going to start in my college. Okay. Okay. Pressure of starting the placement making me depressed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, Ankush, it's not like you need somebody to motivate you or somebody to guide you. Guide you is something that you can always request the guidance from your seniors, but you should it's you, the fire in you. Okay, uh, that should be always there, which keeps you motivated. So what happens? This is a very common question, and it's not only you that you are afraiding from the placements and getting depressed. So see, just forget about it. Forget about the dates that placements are coming. Even you will be in the condition that your friends, who were weaker than you, they are getting placed at a good package, and you are not getting placed. Okay, so it happens, but you should not think about it. Okay, like you have to. I'm damn sure. Like it is very difficult to neglect these facts, but you have to keep going with your preparation. Okay, and there will be of course in the end you will also get placed, but you need to focus key each day, whether you are feeling low or high, anything, each day you have to contribute towards your preparation. You have to note your time that yeah, in this day I have given 2 hours instead, in spite of feeling the low on that day. Okay, yeah, it happens because life happens. It is a fact that some people feel like low, that that person got placed and he was not knowing nothing. It happens actually, right? So in at like in those days also you should focus to contribute towards your preparation. Okay, so you can note it down, your time. You can actually put a timer that or note it down. Makes like start making the diary that I gave this much of the time today in spite of feeling low. That works actually. Okay. Uh, for HR round, so Sai Ram has it is very rare, and it is like very rare, yeah. Or maybe rare it is that people get rejected in the HR round, and that's because some attitude problem is there sometimes, or the communication skills. Okay, so Sai, if there is nothing exceptional happened in your HR round, then only the communication part may get hampered. Or is there any notice period thing? If you are a exception, if you are a experienced person, uh, the issue can be the budget. You asked for the higher budget, or your notice period is higher. Okay, or there is something in their background which like educational background or something which the company do not want, right? So these can be the cases. But if you are a fresher, then the only case that I can assume can be the communication part. So you need to build your communication, as I told. No, when you are when you are giving the interviews also, you need to be clear. Like you need to communicate in such a way, whatever you are thinking, it should be clearly defined. It should be clearly transferred to the interviewer's thought. Okay, so the communication part is very much important. And let me tell you the secret. The person who has a good communication and the person who has a technical skills. Okay, so out of those persons, the major chances will be communication wala person will climb up the ladder in the company, in the corporate, a little bit higher than the person who is having the good technical but bad communication. Okay, because communication represent how you represent yourself in front of the other people, how you showcase yourself. Okay, so communication is also important. So in, I would say, to crack the product based companies, the first step would be how to like get the strategies to get the interview calls. Okay, and second, the second step, like to be prepared for the interviews. And in be preparing, um, and in be prepared, there would be one step like DSA, comma, communication. So make it as a topic that, yeah, you need to have the communication skills. Okay. And for that, there can be the good strategy can be the mock interviews. Okay. All the people who are here uh, from the final year. So let me know like how many people are here. Can you is there any way poll or something? Okay. How many people are there in the final year? Yeah, just raise your hand. Two people. Okay, three. Okay, you can keep raising your hand. Yeah, whoever is your final year. So what happens in final year? No, if you are living in a hostel or not even in a hostel, so all the people are probably at the same like stage that most of you are not placed, and most of you are in the like dilemma that what happens if I do not get placed or something. The mental state would be same. So what happens? You can practice the mock interviews with each other. Okay, so you find your batchmate who is at the current preparation level as yours or higher preparation level as yours. You tell him to take your mock interview and you will take his mock interview. That would be the greatest approach that I can see for the finalist student. Okay, and since it would be like, and like try to tell him that make such an environment which actually happens in the mock interviews. Okay, like you have to turn on the camera, you have to share the full screen, and then you have to pressurize uh, the people by asking the counter questions. Okay, so be ready in the mock interviews also and in real interviews also to have the counter questions. Suppose you have written the working code. Okay, it is highly unlikely that the interviewer will spare you that yes, it is working fine. Okay, he will always ask you the counter question out of that. So I know that many people, what they can do, they'll put the mobile in like in front of the laptop, and they search the question on the Google and they just type in. Okay, but they do not anything about it. Okay, so when I take the mock interviews, I have seen a lot of people like that. In fact, so I have seen the experienced people also like that. Okay, so this should not be the case. You be prepared, and interview calls are very precious. Do not waste them. Okay, you'll you like your efforts of getting. Let me tell you one thing. I got I think 4 months it took to get just one Adobe interview call for me. After 2 years of experience, 4 months. Okay, I reached out to like something like 10 to 12 people, and every week I used to like follow up with them, and then I somehow got an interview call of Adobe. So 4 months of effort. Okay, so like this interview calls are very precious. Do not waste them. Be prepared from the starting. uh, can you conduct mock interviews? Yeah, of course, Aditya. So you can connect with me on the LinkedIn. I do conduct the mock interviews weekly and daily basis also. um, then Shubham, Sony, how is CDEC after for the placements? Yeah, I have seen like CDEC a lot. Not seen, like I have heard about it. That yeah, they do provide the good placement, but I am not sure about it. Like how uh, Shubham. So what happens now? As I told before, that if you are um, confident enough for you, or if you are not confident, so based on that you take the decision if you want to go ahead with this or not. And CDEC has a very tough test also, and you have to go to Pune or maybe whatever location you choose. And then they have very hectic schedule there. So all those keeping in mind all those things, you have to think all the factors. Okay, whether you want to go to CDEC or the pay after placement option or all those things. But I think in this point of time you should be very confident enough how to uh, get placed and how to crack the interviews. Uh, but if you are not, you can always try that. Okay, because the output should be the placement. How you get it, that doesn't matter. If that's the genuine strategy you are following and getting the placement, that's the right output. Okay, then so Sai Abhi, LinkedIn profile is a comment, so you can check that. Chandra Mohan, IBM is replacing. Yeah, will AI create? Okay, so that question I was waiting for it because I knew that this question will come. So Uh, yeah, so okay, I'll say the same lines that I have read on in the different posts that when the calculator came, then the people told that yeah, it will also replace the accountant jobs and all those jobs, right? But it didn't happen, right? In fact, it made the people life easy. Okay, so it won't be replacing the jobs. It will be enhancing the working style, but we should know to adapt it. That's all. Okay, so it will little bit, it can reduce the number, but it won't replace completely. Okay, and it should, like, we, the main thing is we should able to adapt that, the new technology, right? That's the main thing. So don't worry about it. And also, if it's going to replace, suppose, so it doesn't, it, like, this much transformation doesn't happen in the span of like 5 years or 10 years. It takes time. So I don't think like you should worry about it. You focus on your plans actually and preparation. So Aniket says, like, I am working as a QA. My future plan is to go to Australia and after getting 3 years of experience. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So QA is an uh, okay. Hmm. So QA is also the good option uh, for the people like uh, for the non-techs also, and for, yeah, automation test engineer. Yeah, I know that. So QA is also the good option for the people coming from the non-tech background and from the technology background. So of course you can, if you are enjoying it, if you feel that you can do it, then of course you can. Because earlier was what used to happen, QA was considered as a little bit like inferior compared to the developer, and they used to get little bit lesser salary earlier. But nowadays, if you see in the job post in Naukri, Indeed, all those things, so you will find the developers and QA salaries are same. Okay, and QA is the important part nowadays in all the projects. So yeah, it can be the good option. What you thought? Yeah. Um, yes, Aniket. BCA degree works. It doesn't matter actually. So Piyush, life at Paytm and any other company is same. We work on the development project, so we discuss with the team. We analyze uh, whatever development features are coming. We analyze that, and we collaborate. And then there are product managers. There are uh, like Paytm service agent. The PSA app is there, which we are working on, and which we are trying to improve. So yeah, we are working to improve the existing app currently. And there are a lot of profiles in IT. So if the people says only SDE is there, yeah, SDE is also a good profile. Like, of course it's a good profile, but there are a lot of other profiles also, like product manager, and then QA, and then project manager, or the scrum master. Okay, so uh, it is good. Like, life at Perium is good. Okay, so we have just 5 minutes left. Okay, so I will tell you the importance of LinkedIn. So all those people who are here, do not take LinkedIn lightly. Okay, so whatever you are writing on your uh, skills, so I will show you like my LinkedIn maybe. Wait a second, I'll show you. It's not that great, but yeah, I just need to show the features what needs to be done. uh, is it visible? Okay, it is loading. Let me reshare. Okay, I put it in a wrong tab. It is visible now. Yeah, so if you see here, view profile. Yeah, so if you see here, so I have like I take the session on Preplaced, so I have put this link here. So but like as a fresher you won't be having that link, but no issues. So first of all, whatever are your accomplishments, okay, so you can put those here. So in my previous company I got those awards and certifications, so I have put on my featured profile. Okay, so that whoever visits, so it will be the first one that they can see about my work, right? And uh, then uh, like discussed about my experience, like what is the tech stack, how much experience do I have, and how do I make how can I make the good applications, and how can I drive the customer success. Okay, a unique uh, introduction about yourself you can give. Okay, and if you have any GitHub profile, as I told you should make, so you can add it. Okay, you can add it where here in my projects also you can add your GitHub project profile. So if I uh, like I have not updated this section, but you should always do. I will also do it. uh, so it takes you to the GitHub profile, but that's the wrong way actually. I have to change it. uh, so in project section, what you can do here, yeah, in project section what you can do, you can put the deployed links here. Okay, you should always put the deployed links here. So LinkedIn is also a kind of portfolio. Okay, so then if you are an experienced person, tell them, ask them the recommendations uh, from your colleagues. If you think that I have impacted some my teammates by my work, or my by like my manager, so then you can always tell them to uh, share you the recommendation on the LinkedIn profile. Okay, that has an upper hand. And then the license and certifications you can add here, all your, but always you know do get your certificates from a good website which actually has an impact, which is a brand. Okay, so yep. And after licenses, then you can add your experiences here, and you can explain whatever, like suppose in the previous company I have done whatever I have done, I have explained it. Okay, so I have not explained in Paytm because it is quite changing that we are doing here, but I will do it soon. So yeah, so this way LinkedIn helps you to get the calls. Like first of all you need to make it very to showcase your skills and all your projects, and then you have to build connections with the recruiters and the persons and the seniors from those companies in which you are willing to go. In fact, you need to share the post. Suppose you are into web development, so you can share the post related to web development, so that people start to notice you on LinkedIn, that yeah, this person is also has got the good understanding. Okay, in the starting only one like will be there, only two like, or even no like will be there. Okay, but you just do not worry about it. You keep on writing, and then you keep on interacting with the recruiters. Okay, So, and one more thing. um hmm, okay, so one more thing, suppose if you want to make the resume, so you can also use LinkedIn. Okay, so that's also a, suppose I'll show, okay, I'll show you my resume also, which I have created via LinkedIn. You can go to job section, and there is a free resume maker, resume builder. Okay, so you put your resume here, upload your resume here, upload resume, and the basic one, the basic resume, and it will beautify, the LinkedIn tool will beautify your resume, and then you can create from, then you can create it, like download it. Okay, so that's my resume which I created uh, using this, but that's not the final one. I'll just show you after that. Yeah, so it like LinkedIn tool is also the better tool to, create your resume. So in jobs also you can search your jobs here. Suppose if you want um front end developer jobs, so you can search through LinkedIn. Okay, but there will be like very less for the freshers, but yeah, you can apply the experience level from here, like internships are there. If so, there are 20 internships, so you can apply from here. Okay, lesser frequency will be lesser, of course, for the fresher level, but uh, you can, the LinkedIn, the most part would be to build the network through the LinkedIn. Okay, even if the person is not important to you, just connect with him, is to increase your network. Okay, so your network should be very diverse, and it should always include the recruiters and your seniors, as in if you want to are developers, so your senior developers should be there in your this connections. Okay, so that brings us about to the end of the session. I would just take questions for 5 minutes last. Okay, when do Paytm generally hire for freshers? Okay, so what I got to know, Piyush, like in my team, uh, what they do, what they have, all the freshers are, yeah, all the freshers are hired in the seventh semester, sorry, eighth semester. Like they are hired as an intern from NITs, from or from VIT, from like uh, Chitkara University. Okay, by on campus placement. But I have not seen uh, off campus placement personally, but there must be one because every company does that. Okay, so you can try that, and if you want a referral you can reach out to me on the LinkedIn, but I would suggest you to please have the correct job link with you, then only I would be able to help you out in a correct way. Okay, and not even with me, when you are asking the referrals for the person, there is an option on the LinkedIn to have a personalized invite. Okay, you can have your resume in the Google Drive, uh, and also one more thing, when you share your resume, no, so if you do not have a portfolio, then always have the resume in the Google Drive, which is accessible to all. Okay, because people share the resume to me also, and I am very, reluctant to download it in my machine, because resume will be accumulated in my machine a lot of times, right? So in to just get rid of it, you should share the Google Drive link, public link, while asking the resume, so sorry, referral. And one more thing, that while asking the referral, just do not ask like hi. Okay, many times message comes like hi, and they will wait for me to reply, that I will write hi. Okay, then I have seen, suppose that message after 2 days, so I will reply hi. Then he has seen that message after a day, then he will reply that how are you. then I'll reply after 1 day that I am good. How are you? So this way, the conversation becomes very, uh, I won't be interested. Okay, the person won't be interested to refer you. So instead, what you can do, like, hi, suppose Ronak is the name I am asking the referral from. So hi Ronak, I hope you are doing good. So then you can explain your uh, experience that I saw that Paytm is hiring for this in this role, and I may be the best fit because I have done this much of the this, and then you can put your uh, resume, and if you have the job link, then you can put the job link. Okay, if you are reaching out the recruiter, then recruiter, like if you do not have a job link, no, so I suggest you to reach directly to the recruiter on the LinkedIn instead of the developers or the normal employees, because developers can help you to refer via links, correct job, suitable job links. Okay, so that should be the strategy for the referrals actually. Yeah. So yeah, that's all. uh, I hope you enjoyed the session and got a lot of insight about it and about the referrals and all. And that's all.